Hello everyone, welcome back to Shadows over Loathing. My webcam is here now because somehow it took editing the last video for me to realize that this is a much better spot for the webcam than on that side. But yeah, so it's been a minute for me, because it's always been a minute. It's always been like a week between recording. SkylaWuzHere, thank God you're finally awake. Am I? If you say so. What's eating you? I'm at my wit's end. Charles Wallace has gone missing. Really? Where did he go? He wouldn't be missing if I knew that. Close your eyes and take... Okay, I'm panicking. Okay, I'm panicking. Come on, Jessica, don't panic. I know where he went before he went missing. What happened? We were having trouble getting the Detectatron to focus on the next artifact. All we could get was the Big Moist. The Big Moist? It's a swamp north of Porkham, and I'm pretty sure that the entire swamp is not the cursed artifact in question. Charles went out there yesterday afternoon to see if a downed power line or something was causing the interference. And he hasn't come back yet? No, he hasn't. I should go look for him. You're trying to drive me crazy? Come on, get a wiggle on. For crying out loud. Charles could have been eaten by a Gatorman by now. Map of the Big Moist. The sponge, you are assured, will act as an effective map of the moist lands. Excuse me, eaten by what now? Gatorman! You know, I don't, which seems like a good thing. The Big Moist is home to a tribe of nasty and belligerent half-people, half-alligators. They don't take kindly to intruders such as, for example, Charles Wallace. Or me, presumably. Are you checking out on me now? When a friend's life is possibly at stake, ever hear of sunk Colossi fall? From the look of Jessica's face, this does not seem like the best time for this quip. You want to continue having a face to make quips out of. Map made of Swiss cheese, it's a sponge. Which jelly have you been going to? A sponge is definitely not a map. You're going to a swamp, it's soft, damp, and it has holes in it. What do you want from me? Alright, okay, I'm on my way. Alright, Professor. Oh, I have a message. Oh, great. Dawn Toblerone verbalizing. Hey Dawn, it's me. Ah, Splendiferous. Kudos on your triumphal completion of my previous assignment. You're welcome, is that all? In fact, I have another item of business to be attenuated, which I believe to be suited marvelously to one of your skills. Which one? No, I mean... Regardless, we require that you proceed at a pace to Crystal Dream Lake, wherein located a purveyor of tools and implements of construction. You might vernacularize it as a hardware store. Oh, you guys running out of cement or something? We have a necessitude that you will perform upon this place of business we categorize as a shakedown. They owe you meat? No, we merely desirous the local commercialist retail emporium feel a measure of intimidation. I guess I can handle that. Gosh. Alright. I have to go shake down some people for the mob. That's... You know, after finishing Turnip Boy the other week, it's... that game made me weirdly confident in my ability to talk like a mobster. Trash can full of trash that you rummaged through. Oh yeah, didn't we get a new thing? We'll go do that, and I say we immediately go look for Charles, because the Dawn can wait. Oh yeah, advanced pants. I'm SkylaWuzHere. Hi, I'm Nancy. If you're making in the market for pants, you come to the right place. A market for pants. What's for sale? Athletic shorts, muscle and armor, Moxie. Ooh, a skirt. You want to pretend the bottom half of you is a cow. Great. Ooh, max AP. Northern chaps, ranged weapons, attacks. That's pretty good. Max HP, muscle. We want a flowing skirt. XP. Let's see about, Also, I've made it so that you can't see my cursor because it was annoying me when trying to make thumbnails. Ooh, yes! Electrified flowing skirt. Riveted electrified flowing skirt. It now has 2 max HP. Perfect. Max AP, not HP. Okay. That's perfect. Do we want to quickly do that shakedown? Because we've been to the hardware store already. Crystal's Crystal Dream Valley Crystal Shop. We can check that out another time when we do a wrap-up of stuff. But I think for now we're good. Valley Hardware. Nice man, asking for candy. Right, this was the interdimensional provider. Propose, ask for candy. Sure, here you go. Hard candy. Thanks. Propose a shaking. I've been asked to shake up some of your merchandise. Coming in, there's been some mob guys who want to intimidate you for some reason, so they sent me to shake things up or down, something like that. Ha! Well, those cans of paint over there could use a good shaking. I ain't got around to it for a while. Okay, sounds good. Can't say I feel particularly intimidated though. Give all the paint cans a vigorous shaking. The proprietor nods his thanks. You know that I do, but you already gave me some candy. Don't be greedy. What do you have for sale? Oh, I have to get... I feel like every episode I need a new pair of shoes. Okay, that's just annoying. Unfortunately. Let's see. I feel like we didn't get enough mileage out of these shoes. Alright. Let's go to the Big Moist. Chapter 4. Swamped. You wouldn't trust this rickety old shelter to protect you from a single raindrop. It's a notice board, see what there is to notice. Notice from the Federal Bureau of Prohibition. Wanted. Information pertaining to the whereabouts of Jarvis and Clem Schlitz for the crime of moonshinery, last seen in the vicinity of a rickety old cabin. It's probably worth investigating. Okay, that seems like a good start. I mean, the sponge does kind of work. I don't know how we're drawing over the holes, but... Rotten stump is crawling with worms, and the worms are crawling within it. Oh, great. Chaotic mix of animal tracks leading in all directions. Duck, horse, cow. Surely the human footprints, they lead to, let's call it an improvised latrine a few yards away to the cabin. You decline to investigate further. Duck tracks. It leads you through a lengthy sequence of locations that are zero interest to non-ducks. Horse tracks. Wait, to some water, but you don't drink it. I mean, why would you? It's nasty swamp water. Cow tracks. Cow prints through a big hole in the ground next to which lie a pair of shoes with fake cow hoods. It's nailed to the soles. Yeah, because cows don't exist anymore. Wooden sandals with carved hooves on the bottom. Wearing these would be a real fashion statement. Specifically, I do not understand fashion. Awesome. Cat track. Cat tracks, but after a few minutes they lead up to a tree you're not willing to climb. I guess if I'm being honest, it's really a tree you're not capable of climbing. I'm just trying to preserve your dignity. Badger tracks. Following the badger tracks, but after a few minutes you realize the course of action might culminate in you encountering an actual badger, so you change your mind. Terrifying animals, just actually the worst. Oh my gosh, I leave cow prints around now. Awesome. Cows came home. Pot has been demoted from soup to chamber. Ugh. Drawing card. You draw a card until you beat all the hands that were left on the table. Then you click the winnings. Hold the shot. Red rolls full of ashes, but the cold seems like nobody's been here for a while. Spare tire hanging against the wall. Tread pattern of this tire identifies it as a Lincoln, which sounds like an impressive piece of deduction, but honestly, the top hat and beard were a dead giveaway. Rusty old fire-powered still. You're pretty sure these aren't meant to be operated indoors. No. I think we just have to wander. Oh, your slog through a swamp is interrupted by an unfortunately familiar face. Halt, interloper, your precarious interference ends here. Ah, jeez, not you again. It is indeed it is I, and I will give you even more cause to regret this encounter. You may have thought yourself clever hiding in the institute where the dean's wards would protect you from our attentions. But now you've left that protection behind and furthermore encroached on the source of our power. You have made yourself extremely vulnerable. I'm just looking for my uncle. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know anything about the dean or your plans or those weird dreams or any of it. Regardless of those claims, you will not leave this place unscathed. Quite the opposite. So, like, scathed? Indeed. Well, fine. I'm not scared of an accountant. What are you gonna do? Embezzle me to death? Terrence pulls out a gun out of his jacket. I've decided to balance these books in a more direct fashion. Swell. All right, bud. I have 3 AP. Let's play the sax. And also add flute to the soundtrack. And also decrease all 3 of his stats by 5. Okay. So he's gonna do a lot of damage to me. He's got 76 health. I should pick off the... do 5 damage. Jeez, these guys have a lot of armor. But it'll do 22 damage to him and reduces Moxie even further. Ow! Okay, he's buffed all his goons. Okay, Professor! Professor Adams will poison. Oh, so he can poison and he can heal. I'm gonna have you poison the homunculus. That was a bad idea. Professor Adams, no! Poison the hexagon, go! No, Adams! Dang it. Lost. Terrence leaves over gloating with his shirt. Losing the fight made you real angry. He takes a fountain pen out of his inside pocket and scratches something in the middle of your forehead. It hurts and you're pretty sure the ink isn't trickling down. Oh gosh. Terrence's accounting, you've been evaluated and found wanting. You're in the red, interloper. Kindly ensure that we do not meet again. Ugh. Find some glowing green rocks submerged in backwater. You recognize it as petrified St. Elmo's fire? Collect the good bits. Oh, cool. My goodness. Look there, in the distance. Is my perception of death playing tricks upon me, or have the birds of this area grown simply enormous size? Oh no, that's a plane. I only know of that word in the course of geometry and geography. In either case, the assertion is not unlinear. It's nonsense. Look, it is diving to capture prey. Oh jeez, okay. See, birds don't send big columns of smoke into the air when they catch prey. Perhaps the mystical phoenix. A crash site. That's something. Grumpy looking pilot. Seems like you got kind of a problem here. Heh, you think? Yeah, there's kind of problems like Three kind of problems I got, if you don't count the headache. My plane being stuck ass downward in the swamp is just the most obvious one. Anything else with? My name's SkylaWuzHere, by the way. Rhonda Rasmussen! Hi. And yeah, if you got some time on your hands, then I can you can bet your buns I could use it. What happened? I'm looking to be the first to fly a plane all the way around the swamp in one go. See, nearly made it too, but first to fly nearly all the way around the swamp won't be making any newspaper headlines. Now look what I got. A plane half buried in the muck, tainted fuel, and even if I got those sorted out, there ain't enough runway for me to fly again. Plane's still real stuck. Oh, you noticed, huh? Yeah, it's sticking up from the ground there. Yep, right, yep. Let's talk about something else. What's wrong with your fuel? When I landed, the fuel tank got full of swamp water, which I don't know how well versed you are in chemistry of aircraft fuel, but not good for it? Not good for it. So I siphoned the tank dry, figuring it wouldn't be a big deal since I've caught this can of backup fuel. Let me guess, that's full of water too? Ain't nothing so bad that it can't be a little bit worse. Can it be fixed somehow? Technically, yeah, I just need to have all the water distilled out of it. I don't know anything like that. I don't have any kind of equipment like that, though. Oh, maybe that's what we need the moonshine place for. That'd be great. Any basic distillation setup should do the trick. It ain't rocket science, just airplane science. That's a much slower kind of science. Watered down plane fuel. This fuel's all wet. What's involved in building a runway? With enough of tar and macadam, I could slap down a quick and dirty runway. Dirtier than quick for certain. But it'd be good enough to get me out of here. And I've got plenty of tar, but where'd you get that barrel of tar anyway? You know what? That's a fun story. Anyway, that's a funny story. Anyway, I need a lot of macadam to get... What's macadam? It's like gravel for futz budgets. For my purposes, I need a load of rocks exactly 3 centimeters across. There isn't many rocks. Each individual rock is 3 centimeters across the whole load. Alright, I can look for some rocks. I believe I passed an old quarry on my way down. Didn't get a close look because I was distracted. Extract this plane. Leverage. You examine the crash site carefully, walking all around and tapping gently on this and that until you find the spot you're looking for. The perfect place to stand. Having found it, you wedge your shovel in beside the plane and deftly pry it out of the muck. The plane is now parallel with the plane of the ground. Hi, I got your plane unstuck. I saw, that was a hell of a trick, I gotta say. I'm duly impressed. Shucks. She's still caked in mud and weeds and all, but I guess that comes with the territory, in a real literal sense. Nothing a little elbow grease can't correct. Plus maybe a little regular aircraft grease. You don't have anything new to report. Okay. I think we need to go to the Moonshiners, because that has a distillery that we could use. No idea where Charles is. Still the wet fuel. You light the fire and run the still for long enough to fix the fuel, but not quite enough to cause your own death from smoke inhalation. Distilled plain fuel. Alright, and let's go to the quarry. Hear a commotion, or perhaps a tussle, or a good old-fashioned ruckus. Nearby. Investigating, you find out that several vampires have a gatorman pinned to the ground and appear to be trying to vampirize him. Hold still, will you? His neck is all scary and tough. Did someone bring a drill or a can opener or something? Interrupt them. Hey, leave the Gatorman alone. I won't stand for you vampires going around inflicting your undeadness or disease or whatever it is on innocent people. I think it's a disease. We aren't undead. Not like a zombie or skeleton anyway. The last necromancer was killed decades ago. Hey, stop that. Yeah, I don't talk with your mouth full. I mean, stop biting that guy. Mind the business. He volunteered. Anyway, I'm finished. Ah, drink blood, power pig. Your man stands up with a terrible red glow in his eyes. Drink blood, kill busybody. Ah, jeez. Turn Gearman. Okay, great. weird of all, so... Ow! Ow! Gosh! Okay, right, they're vampires, so they heal. We're not doing too hot here yet, right now. Turret just left. Well, that's a pain. Amidst all the garbage strewn around, you find a shiny 7/8 combination wrench with CW painted on the side. That's strange. Obviously, this belongs to Charles, but he doesn't seem like the kind of guy who'd lose one of his tools carelessly. Not the kind of guy who'd leave trash, nor the kind of guy who'd leave trash around his campsite. You look around more carefully and discover weird tracks in the mud. Big clawed bipedal tracks, maybe Gatorman tracks. And there's a spot some kind of stuff will clearly happen. Oh jeez, well that tears it. Charles Wallace must have gotten kidnapped by Gatorman. Maybe you dropped the wrench on purpose to attract your attention. Hopefully you can find him. Oh no. Rox has an X painted on it for some reason. It's by far the coolest rock you've ever met. Befriend it. You hang out with the rock for a while, it's amazing. Awesome. That's just a perk. Oh gosh. How would we with forgot we have a fish that we can slap people with. No, can't get that. Can't get that. That would increase Lee's armor. Honestly, might not be a bad idea. Hobo code, which is a lot of hobo code. Automatic. Reload. So have some rock go into it. We're gonna crush. We're gonna pound. Polish. Okay, so that just changes the... Oh, right, we need... Okay, what do we... Three centimeters. Okay, never mind. Okay. So, we have 52 centimeters. Crush. Nope, nope, that's not... Okay, so polish reduces it. Reduce the crush. Nope. Okay. Maybe we have to pound, brush. We need 3. There we go. Totally knew what I was doing. Really? You don't even know who the truck belongs to? Yes. Really gonna steal it? You know that's a crime, right? I'll bring it back. Well, you promise? Yes, I promise. Okay, as long as you promise. Come on, let's go. I got your fuel cleaned up. No, Shinola? If there was any in there, I got it out. Let's have a look. She opens the can, pours it into the wine glass, and swirls it around while peering at it closely. Well, look at that. No legs at all! Oh, Jesus, did I mess up again? No, that's a good thing. It means you got rid of all the water. Don't see any dirt in here either. Nice work. Thanks. I got your macadam, madam. Say, those are some good-looking rocks. Nice find. Okay, give me a hand spreading these out and tarring them up. Two of you spend some time setting up a makeshift runway. It's hard, dirty work, but it beats dealing with fairies and fishmen and the rest of the bonkers nonsense you've been getting up to. Good, that'll do nicely. Well, nice is maybe over-complimenting it, but it's good enough. Guess you're all set then? Looks like it. Got a plane, fuel, and runway all sorted out. Thanks a ton. I couldn't have done it without you. You know, you could have a career in aviation if you decide to give up. What do you do? Rather not attempt to explain it. Gotcha, I've had jobs like that. Well, I haven't gotten any meat on hand to pay you for your time, but here, let me give you the spare flight helmet as a souvenir. Mysticality Moxie. Oh neat, thanks. You're under pal, keep it flying. And there she goes. What do I... Physical and spooky armor. That might be better to keep. Drive back there. Okay, cool. Alright. So... Oh, now it's just a runway. That's great. Okay, let's wander a bit. You there! Excessively jovial man stressed from behind the trees. Here's to these parts, eh? Arts, is it? Have you ever heard of mud hedge? I'll bet you didn't know it's actually 1.3 times larger than any comparable hedge you'd care to name. I didn't know that. But the man has already disappeared in the mist. Behind him through the trees is mud hedge. Okay, let's go to mud hedge then. Mud hedge. Admission to meet. Gross muddy flower. Someone's gonna lose their job about the fence factory. Oh, okay. Right, they're doors. Okay. Great, my hobo code is so bad. Nope. How much is... No, I can't. I don't think I can get Scully for that. That one? Nope, that brought me back here. Go through here again. Nope, we're... Here, let's see. Here. It's over to the east. Gatorman! Crazy Gatorman appeared out of nowhere and is championing at the bit to make sure you're nowhere 5 minutes from now. Wait, what am I looking at here? Okay, have you not seen Gatorman yet? Sorry, it's hard to keep track. These are the guys Jessica mentioned, and they're pretty much what you'd expect from the name Gatorman. They're intelligent, upright walking alligators. They have of tough, scaly skin, lots of teeth, and pissy attitudes about everything that they aren't already eating. They especially hate intruders, and are the second biggest reason the swamp isn't a popular tourist destination, the first being it's a swamp. In any case, the Gatorman in front of you looks like he wants to give you a bad time. Clean his clock. Got a lot of armor. We can reduce the stats a fair bit. We lost the professor in the head. Ow, gosh. Thanks, Kurt. Increase the moxie with jazz hands. Gatorman only for another round, but a hand rises from the swamp and drags him down screaming. Great! Backpack. Complete change of clothes in the sack, and a black embossed card sticking out of the black pants pocket. Read the card. Drowned Mary's crown is buried past the huge tower. The nudist screed. Nothing is worn, everything is visible. I'd like to leave everything in the bag where you found it. Nothing is certain. Crown is buried past the huge tower. That. Okay. Let's try to get Mysticality. We just need one more, which will probably have something for it. Drowned Mary's crown buried past the huge tower. It's buried past the huge tower. I don't know if there's actually... Aha, I found you. How'd you find me? After you vanished through that portal, I simply wandered until I located you again. Sports just, I guessed correctly. Ooh. Scabrous ring. I'm just immune to bleeding. Find an arm of a traveling salesman sticking out the ground in the tradition of the arm seized. Tissue might have been down there. Let's give the arm a proper burial. Every time you try to dig, your hole immediately fills up with water. It's something. Where'd that ticket lady go? Oh, it's a cover road. Just mosquitoes will drain the life out of me. Some rocks. More rocks. Oh, step through a corpse of swamp cypress to the edge of the gloomy clearing. Quiet, but for the sound of dirt raining on an open grave. Two burly men work hurriedly with shovels to bury the corpse of a gatorman, with whose epaulets, haps, and mailbag mark him as some mailman. As the gator is swallowed whole by the mud, his gravediggers straighten up and look you in the eyes, sweaty but defiant. We stumbled upon the darkest and most secret part of the swamp, where sins are buried in gators. Step forward into the clearing. The Leathers brothers. Things to do there. Sack of genuine leather. It's empty. It's only made of genuine leather. It does not contain genuine leather. The ambiguity is clear now. The person responsible for the original description has been sacked. Alrighty then. And observes you with monkey serenity. Oh crap. I just realized we also don't have our boy with us. Here's one. Is that Locust with Fiddle? What's even going on? Join them. You swing your hips and give the swarm a little the old soft shoe and jaunty whistle. The insects are super into you, despite the fact that you kill several of them every time you clap your hands, and when the show eventually winds to close, they leave you with tip as they buzz away. Awesome. Finally found it. Alright. Ooh. Bunch of bandit. There's a bandit shot dead in the floor right in the foyer. Must have came looking for the treasure. Wasn't the only one. Gosh, sitting The sitting room is littered with bodies. 3 more bandits. Obviously, what happened? Bandits and football players got. Oh my gosh. Wherever the double deer sold tip now is gone. You better be smart. Oh, he's here in the kitchen, also shot by a bandit and a linebacker, looks like, but he's got him too. Poor pathetic souls. Now in the bedroom, the finish line. And here's who made it. Quarterback and the wide receiver. You figured they'd be on the same side, but they shot each other in the back simultaneously. And there's nothing in here but a single jewelry box and a nightstand. Ain't that funny? All that death for a couple trinkets. Nothing rots a person like greed. Yoink. A jewelry case. Nice. I don't want to wear it. Okay. Great. Sometimes there's just a lot. An old wedding ring. An old engagement rings. Ring of the Raucous Fracas. Makes combat worse. Careful of him or might tan your hide. Something to say about the old dead gator? Swear I didn't know he was a mailman. Would never intentionally hunt a mailman. I'm accusing you of killing a mailman. Hey, accuse me of something I already meant to. Double jeopardy. He's in my way, you understand? Had no idea he was a mailman. Never touched the mailman. If I'd known. And my brother, he had nothing to do with it, I understand, I swear. What's wrong with killing a mailman? Listen to yourself, can't tell you ain't a hunter, alright. Most of the species fair game for hunting, but mailmen are protected by international treaty. Last hunter I knew who hunted the mailman got pulled up by the International Criminal Court and mailed to Mars. Is he okay? Obviously he ain't okay, don't joke with me. That's the nightmare scenario for a hunter. Get mailed to Mars? Just shoved up my spine, does. Who are you? Me ain't much to my story. I'm a hunter. Name of John Leathers. And if you can't tell from the accent, I'm from Albion. As a toddler, I hunted some small game like mosquitoes and gnats, and then moved on to foxes and voles and such. I grew up. Like the game over here, I got my eye on the greatest hunt to evolve. Say humans, but lick your lips. Big picture. I'd like to build a ladder to heaven so I can hunt the dinosaurs. That's more 5 to 10 year plan though. I don't think that's how either ladders or heaven works, but I guess it's good to have a dream. Wouldn't it be more practical to build a time machine? No, this just sounds ridiculous. John wipes his brow with plate. Never been asked so many questions before. You talk all the talk, right? But what about hunting the hunt? I gotta work than he's doing, but I ain't got. But I ain't going out with the search for the swamp and the to kill their mailman. If they find me, I'm dead. You don't have to be a leatherman to know the way the wind blows. Sure, I'll hunt for you. Oh, I love positive attitude and it's an easy job. 5 gator hides is all I need for my project. Even if I know a place you can find them, scooped it out myself. See, scoped it out myself. See, easy job, pay as well. It couldn't be easier unless it was smaller number of gator hides. What's the project? How so fast? Need to go. I can trust you first. Man observes you with monk-like serenity. Paul can't speak. Come you, Paul. Now this is a very personal question. Sorry. Ain't a problem. It's just a hobby of mine to make observations of nature questions. Basically, Paul lost his tongue in a poker game. Can we trade? Condensed swamp gas. A crowbar, which I already have one. Gator punch. Gatorman skin pants. Okay. Impregnable tack. Increases your physical arm. Okay. What's your... A pickaxe. Seems like that might be useful to have. That's physical armor to hat. Let's grab that. Okay. Actually, let's duct tape to the aviator hat so that it gives us physical armor. Alright. Let's go to the village. Another one of those Gatorman campsites. Maybe the one on checking out. Charles came this way. Alright. Campsite is similar to the previous one. A lot of Gatorman tracks and a lot of discarded trash. These Gatormen sure are slobs. You also find a 5x16 5x16 combination wrench labeled CW. Looks like you're on the right track at least. Charles' other wrench. Looks like there's another fishing spot. Let's fish. Swap mushroom. Great. I don't think I want to eat that, but you know. Fish and some more fish. Rusty cola can. These guys seem pretty focused on their meal. They're after meal hygiene and they're after hygiene rest, respectively. Fight them. Ow! Oh no! Adams, no! I think we need Obi back. Moxie. You're gonna do too much damage. Die. Right, I forgot they're Gatormen, so they're irritable. Turn, no! Oh gosh. Increase my own stats. Mushroom. Okay, I need to get rid of that because that's 26 damage. Okay, chunk of mushroom. Crazy. Increase my stats even more. Okay, I'm gonna kill the chef. And the other one's just doing drugs, so... Oh, jeez. Jazz hands to get myself even stronger. And slide this into death. Alright, cool. Well, and that'll teach those Gatormen to go about the regular daily routines when you're around. Gator Stick, which is a melee weapon. Great. Some hide and hurt got plus 112 as stats. Awesome. Boulder blocks the entrance. Oops, it's not too late to turn tail and run. Let's see. Gator Village inside. Using magpies and shiny objects. Like magpies and shiny objects, gators are compelled to hoard all of grandfather's items. Grandfather's chair. Grandfather's disgusting bird bath. Grandfather's teeth, just sell them, I guess. Bunch of meat stashed in the bags. Apparently one of the creatures have no need for money. You wonder how they can afford the rent at this place. They don't need to. Nobody charges them. Nothing should grow in here. It's a ghost? Size of gore in these places, this one is swarming with flies. Well, this is hardly the strangest thing you've seen over the last few days. It's definitely pretty weird. It looks like a ghostly man, most obviously his head, but you could just barely make out his body if you squint. You reach out to touch him, but your hand passes right through it. He doesn't respond to any attempt to get his attention, but instead he seems focused on something you can't see left of the disgusted, fly-covered meat hook. After a few minutes, the novelty sort of wears off and you go about your business. The ghost, still staring intently at something. Something to the left. Weird. Can't get behind it. Oh gosh. To belch 28. I don't know if I can save Adams here. I can have him at least take out one of them with poison. The other guy will nom. That's fine. Start protecting myself. These guys aren't irritable, so that's fine. Make myself deal more damage. 23. Lead Lord. Ow. Okay, it's fine. We got this. We're okay. Okay. Got it. Deck. Bang. Weed Lord Fetish. Steal HP from an opponent equal to your mysticality. Ooh. Gatorman's skin pass. Gator cheese? I don't... Adam tells you some boring facts about the foes you just defeated. Oh, that's fun. So Adams just gives me additional XP. Why did I go inside here? Fascinating. So weird. Okay. Short and stubby finger of eldritch energy. Touch it. Ooh, we can go in this tree now. Oh wait, that means we just move the portal. Up. Puts it presumably back in the net. Oh wait, no. What happens if I have that one point left? So that house is there. And both go left. I see. You're not alone in this place. Say something. Wait. Something. Wait, I don't sound like that. I can see everything. I can see everything. What do you mean? In the portal. In the portal. Well, I can see everything. And that ever or was and ever will be. Everything that is to be known in our world, in this one, and all the worlds in between. He's saying that in the portal he can see everything that ever was, ever will be, and ever will be known as well in between. Take a look at that. Curious, the tree is here, but none of that other junk that the Gatormans had gathered. Interesting. According to the Floating Man, all worldly knowledge is contained in the swirling, convoluting starfield. It's a kind of super terrestrial library. Look inside. Your eyes bend to the writhing contours of the deep, blackened star-smeared tunnel, preparing nervously to receive the sum of all human and extraterrestrial knowledge. In the tunnel's bright center, you see a field and a cow suckling a puffin. The farmer is watching. Anything else in there? Doesn't seem like it. Okay, but I was hoping to find all world knowledge. I don't think that the portal contains the soul of all worldly knowledge. I think it's just letting you look at a farm where a cow is nursing a puffin. And there's a farmer standing nearby watching. That's all that's happening. Blinks backwards. Really enjoying that, huh? Can't leave. Can't leave, why not? Yeah. Midnight Man. Can't leave because of the Midnight Man. Yes. I see. What if I have them both pointing up? The goblin. Okay. So down will be... this one. Which I can actually go in this plane. Okay, so that creature is still there. Aha, I chased him inside the portal. Much sleeping gators. Chains. Arrived just in time to see the Midnight Man's train with all of its might to move the rock out of the way and escape out of the door in a flash. No way you'll be able to catch up to it, unfortunately. You need to make this song creepy by placing it in the disturbing context, but they really outdid themselves. The building is way larger than it looks from the outside and absolutely full of sleeping gatormen. Okay, so that's the consistent gatorman farm thing. Everything appears to be proceeding splendidly. Obelisk business is strange, huh? Your corporeal form was transfigured into that of a ghost. All see-through, you mean? Yeah, that's how you look to me. Boundaries between worlds must be getting uncommonly thin. This is a troubling development. Wonder if because I got the Midnight Man out of the world. Oh, no, never mind. Oh, wait a minute. I think I know what I need to do. I need to move this. Maybe, wait, no, because we need to trap him somewhere where we can catch him. You can move the boulder, so that doesn't matter. So maybe we need to get him into that house? Sneaky little devil prances around like a jester giving free rein at a court. This must be the Midnight Man. Whatever mischief is transpiring in this realm, you must sense he's the lord of it. Whatever your vibe is, I love it. Hee thank you, thank you. Hey, let that man at the portal leave this place. Is that a no? Huh? Surely something I could exchange for freeing that man. Ooh, don't call me Shirley. This is funny to you. My sense of humor is deliciously twisted. I don't know what you want. I'm stuck. Nobody gets out. Don't go anywhere. I don't know, I'm legitimately stumped on this one. I don't know what to do. the tree seems maybe relevant? Maybe it's left and right, because that's the tree branches? So have one... I don't know. Like, I can trap him in somewhere, but that doesn't matter. You can remove all the like, the fact that you can remove the house implies that there's a reason to do, like, the fact that you can remove both implies that there's a reason to do so? Tree is there, but I can't. So what's going on in the portal? There's nothing I can do from here. What happens if there's no houses and I leave? Presumably nothing. Because this doesn't seem to do anything. I'm aware I've spent a stupid amount of time on this. I have no idea. I think I'm gonna call it, because I might need to... Yeah, I don't know. I legitimately don't know how to do that. And I'm getting frustrated, so I'm just gonna call it, I think. Yeah, sorry we didn't do much today. We started investigating in this area of the map, though, and hopefully we'll find Charles next time. I thank you all for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode. Bye now.